one single elimination tournament bracket today. So anything can and most certainly will happen throughout this day. We are going to be starting with a bunch of players and whittling that down all the way to the finals. And the finals is the only match today that is not going to be a best of one. I believe the finals is a best of three.
Best of three,
correct
correct.
me on that
yes.
if I'm wrong. Okay.
No, you're
perfect.
right.
It's going to be so crazy. We're going to see some insane upsets. And that is the magic of a free-for-all open invitational. Open tournament even.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited. I'm excited to see the hidden gems of MCSR, players that you may not have ever heard before. Maybe that diamond that knocks out the first netherite player, or a gold player that pushes a sub 10 or something like that. We're going to be finding out players that are niche underground gems that maybe we'll see grow and flourish after this tournament, because a lot of players don't get to play in the highest level tournaments. The
There will be some upsets, right? But not every gold player going up against a netherite is going to beat them. But I think what's really cool about this tournament, and I think what's cool, I mean, obviously this whole model is kind of modeled around the FA Cup and all that stuff and everything like that. But like, I think what's cool is if you're that gold player and you're going up against a Mungie, a Hax, a Feinberg, whatever, you get to see in real time how good they are. And I think something that's lost in MCSR, because there are so many talented people, is I think it's hard to really understand what elevates, what separates like the best of the best. And you have a real chance today as an average player, someone who's maybe even just getting into MCSR, to see what it takes to get to that top level.
Yeah, you don't get to play against these netherite players. I don't get to play against them. I'm not that level. I don't,
Yeah.
Obviously a lot of these people are my friends and I'm able to do private rooms with them and things, but it's not the same. You're in a tournament format. They are going to be pushing themselves to the limit. They know that they can't slip up once today, because
Yeah.
the one time that they do slip up, it's all over. There's no graciousness of a best of 5. So, I lost that seed, but I can bounce back. It's one and done. If
Yeah.
you are out, you are out. You don't want to be taking any deaths today. So we may be seeing some players, in fact, play a little bit less lights out if they think that they have an advantage over their opponents. But I think this is where, your gold, emerald, diamond players can really push themselves as fast as they possibly can to try and overtake. I mean, we've seen a few personal friends of ours do these 99 versus 100 kind of matchups where you've got maybe a slightly lower skill player try and take on one of the best in the world. And if they can beat them 1 in 100 times, then that could happen today. We've got 500 plus matchups in round 1. There's going to be some upsets.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, that is true. There are going to be so many upsets, and I like to think about, I mean, you made a great point, like in the playoffs format where everything's best of 5, like you see so many times, like how many times are there reverse sweeps? Like it just happens so often. And to see the consistency needed for today is going to be so exciting. And to kind of transition from that, are there any players in particular in this tournament that you think this model really suits? Someone who's really, really consistent, maybe doesn't have as high highs in playoffs as recently, but someone who you think is really consistent. And I'll kick that off. I think Silver is going to do phenomenal today. I think Silver is a really consistent player. He hasn't had the craziest highs as of recently in like a ranked playoffs. Um, gonna be nuts. There is just really so many people from all elos playing in this, which makes it so exciting. Like there are definitely some diamonds that can really make it happen. I mean, right now, like I'm just looking at like that netherite border. Like here's people that are in diamond right now. Parker, Romoxy, Chloe, Tapo. All those people are in diamond. That's not even talking about like the netherite players right now. There's so much talent playing in this tournament today, and we're gonna try and focus on them as much as we can. So before we get into the first game today, let's talk a little bit more about the format as well, because that is a super important thing. So the goal, the game plan, is every round up until the round of 16, which I believe is 7 rounds. We're going to have Fulham. Fulham's going to be here. Yay. Fulham's here for the first 7 rounds. It's going to be awesome. We're going to focus on one game, the big game at a time. Whatever we believe is either the most interesting match to watch or the 2 highest elo players going up against each other. We're going to start with that. And then after that, when that game ends, we're going to go to this big, we need a name for it. I wanted to come up with a name for it, but before we went live and I forgot to do that. But we're going to have like the screen, the mega screen of all the games, everything. It's going to have all these exciting matchups. It's going to have a whole bunch of other screen stuff. It's very related to mcsr.tv. And shout out Yakko, the creator of mcsr.tv, who made like mcsr.tv basically for this tournament. It's tough. It's really cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. And every round up until the round of 16 also has a time limit of 20 minutes. So what I'm really excited to see Fulham at the end of this is I really want to see in that like last 2 minutes, I want to see some Cole players like pace baiting like crazy. Like, can I get one rod, get to the stronghold before my opponent does? Like, I want to see some pace baiting go nuts in the first couple rounds, because that is the tiebreaker if you don't beat in the 20-minute time. It's gonna be chaotic for the first couple rounds.
We can see people leave on 1 pearl, 1 rod, and run to the stronghold. And I genuinely think that over 100 players in this tournament do not have a sub 20. I think maybe even way more than that.
Welcome everyone to the Evil Geniuses free-for-all tournament. Throughout the entire tournament, please remain in this stage, undeafened, able to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to be announcing when you should start your matches, among other things. I'll stay quiet during matches. And if you get eliminated, you are free to leave. If you haven't already, please read through the detailed rules and procedures document. You can find it in the announcement or tournament info channel. If you have any questions or concerns, please ask in your group channel and your match volunteer can help. All round 1 matches should start at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time, which is in about 5 minutes. I'll give a 30-second warning. Then after that, I'll tell you all to start your match.
On the grass, need 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 on the grass.
This is your 30-second warning. All round 1 matches should start now. Start your private room. Good luck.
Huh?